All right, joining us on stage here is Washington State head coach Todd Schulenberger, student athletes Morgan Weaver and Ella Diederich. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Schulenberger, and then we'll begin with questions for our student athletes first. Coach.
Well, it was a tough night. I'm super proud of this group. I mean, you never like to lose, but you're playing one of the best teams in America year in and year out, and we gave everything we got. I mean, for sure, our kids fought. That's what we are at Washington State, and I'm super proud of these two seniors and the rest of the team.
We'll begin with questions for the student athletes first. If you could state your name and affiliation before asking a question.
Dylan Howe, Coug fan. Morgan, obviously a tough one, but you did kind of gather with your teammates there at the end. I don't know if you want to share any of that or, kind of what you said to your girls.
I just told them, we can't be sad right now. I mean, it sucks that we lost, but honestly, the amount of hard work we put in this season, the history we've made, you can't be sad about it because we've done stuff that people have not done before in Coug history right now, and the Coug fans that were here, the alumni, everyone here was supporting us, and we couldn't have done it without any of them. And we can't be sad, and I told them, I can't wait to be here next year to watch them.
Hi, Elliot Almond, San Jose Mercury News. For both you guys, Carolinas, when they get a lead, they're just so tough to break down. But as your coach said, you gave everything. And the question I have is, did you think you had a second goal in there at the end, the way you were pushing?
Yes, 100%. Sometimes the ball just doesn't go your way. I think both teams fought really, really hard. And I truly believe that the game could have gone either way. I don't think that they, I think we should win every single game. So.
Dylan Howe, Coug. Over that last 30 minutes, you guys had a ton of opportunities. Did you guys just feel like you had the pace, like you guys were playing your game, like you felt the goal was going to come any minute?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always just super confident in my team, and I really thought that we could get another one, get another one after that.
For both you and Morgan, just the first goal you scored, obviously the play started with Ella, so what kind of happened, what did you guys see, and how did it come to Morgan finishing off?
I didn't even know it came from Ella, to be honest. I can't really remember.
I think it just comes from hard work, honestly. Morgan is running after every single ball. She's always defending, and that's why she got that goal, because she was pressing the 3 players at once, and they coughed it up, and thankfully we put it in the back of the net.
Honestly, I was just thinking, I know my team would do the exact same thing I would be doing in this position, pressing, and so I was like, why not, just go for it. So I kept pressing, and then finally I won the ball, and I just looked up and I saw the goalie kind of out a little, so I just shot it, and it ended up going in. And it wouldn't have happened without, I can hear everyone, and I can hear everything that's going on, and my team that's just been able to help me through every situation, through the hard times. And in the first 5 seconds of the game, we were pressing, and we didn't stop until the end of the whistle.
This is for both of you. Knowing, what was your mindset going into this game, knowing that this would potentially be the last of your college career?
For me, I just thought it's just another game. Go have fun with these girls. If it's my last game, that's my last game, which of course I didn't want it to be, but I wouldn't have traded it for the world. This run we've had, making it to the Final Four, being able to play with Ella one more year, being able to play with Avery, just come into this team. She's my roommate also, I've had so much fun this year with these girls, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I forgot the question.
What was your mindset going into the game as a senior?
Yeah, just, I've been writing the motto on my leg, live it up. You never know when your last game is going to be your last game.
Did you black out after that goal, Morgan?
Not really. I mean, kind of just went blank for a second. I was so excited, and then, I was like, okay, back into focus. You got to focus. And I just knew that it was going to come, and, unfortunately we didn't get that second goal, but I'm not more proud of every single person on this team. It could be from player 1 to 28. Every single person did their job. It doesn't matter who they were, especially Rachel. She is one person that needs so much credit. She does everything every single day. She doesn't start, and she knows, and she does everything she can and puts her power and makes sure she is the loudest person on the bench, makes sure every single person is the loudest, and I don't think we would have been here without her.
Thea Lawson with the spokesman review. Ella, can you talk about what this kind of run does for a program going forward, and where you expect this program to be in 2 to 3 years after making it this far?
Well, I just hope that year after year we just keep setting the standard even higher and higher. We don't expect anything other than, you know, making history every year. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what this program has to offer.
And Todd, can you answer that same question too?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the table's set, and I said the other day that the underdog role is now gone, so we can use that in 2019, but 2020, that surely will be out the door. But that's okay. These girls have earned it. This program has earned it, and we're excited about our future, what's ahead for Washington State soccer.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Ella, I wanted to ask you about the game winner. When a cross comes in, a wicked cross that's just about perfectly placed, from a goalkeeper's perspective, can you describe how difficult it is to monitor that and try to stop somebody putting it behind you?
Well, I mean, she just got a good cross off, you know, like I said, like sometimes the ball just ends up in another person's court. I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Thank you guys. Can be dismissed.
Go Cougs!
We'll now begin for questions with Coach Schulenberger.
Yes.
It seemed like you put Morgan on Macy Bell in the second half a lot more. Was that something you guys saw that you scouted, or is that just the way it kind of worked out that you wanted to put her on that side of the field?
I mean, Macy's a great player, but you got a senior getting ready to go to the pros, and you got a freshman that's new to everything. So, no disrespect, it's just something we saw, and we thought we could isolate that matchup. And Morgan had 2 great looks at the end there. I mean, it's tough to swallow. I mean, they had 2 real shots on goal here. We out corner kicked them, we outshot them, we out won every head ball. I mean, so we got to be proud. But yes, to answer your question, we saw an isolation matchup we liked.
Go with you.
How tough do they make it bringing in 5 subs at a time, and they always seem to have fresh legs out there for at least half of each half?
Yeah, I was disappointed in our first half. I broke the game down into 4 halves because we knew what they were going to do. But honestly, we got them a little bit because their subbing patterns usually between 20 and 25. That first sub didn't go in until late in the first half, so they obviously saw something they were worried about. So when they got in, I thought our level dropped a little bit. We won the first half, obviously. We lost the second half of the first half. And in the second half, I thought we did a better job. The second half of the second half now, so breaking into 4, it was a one-way street for sure.
Do you feel like the North Carolina defense was able to bottle up Makamai in the game? Do you feel like she struggled a bit to kind of get you guys going and get?
Yeah, I don't know if that much they bottle her up as Mock probably could have made a couple better decisions to play around somebody versus try to do it herself. So I mean, the surface was tough too. It was slippery for both teams. So if you get spun on somebody and you can't get around her, and they got long legs and they can move, but she's definitely a mark player. So I think it's a little bit of both. She struggled to get around her, but I think she could have done a little bit better job of time playing combining to get around.
Second row, Jorge.
Jorge Deneve, Pro Soccer Network. You mentioned the surface. Do you think that helped your game plan or hindered yours a little bit?
No, I think it hurt both teams. I mean, both teams were similar. Anson was so complimentary after the game. We talked one-on-one. It's 2 similar styles. One history program and one program trying to make some more history. So, I mean, the surface was tough on both teams. It didn't hurt either one of us. It was equal play.
I know it's kind of tough to compartmentalize what just all happened in the season. You know, it just ended. But when you kind of take a couple weeks and you look back at this group and your 2 seniors that were sitting next to you, I mean, what do you think is going to flow through your head?
Proud of this group. I mean, we had a great accomplishment, but I say until we win it all, we're not there yet. And that's whether we're Washington State or North Carolina or UCLA or Stanford. I mean, my goal as a head coach is to win this thing. And we got here probably a little earlier than I thought in 5 years. So we're going to be happy about it, but we're going to get back to work when the spring happens and work our way back here hopefully next year.
Go ahead. Second row.
Makai Menes took a couple of good shots on goal. Is that something that you instructed her to do, or is it something that she does on her?
No, I just came off a corner kick. I mean, she scored a big one against the Gamecocks last week, and she had a great one. But just right to the goalkeeper. But yeah, she's good off of set pieces in there for sure.
You mentioned that last, that fourth quarter. You mentioned you broke it down into 4. It was you felt like you guys had the gas on or the foot on the pedal.
Yeah.
4 or 5 pretty darn good chances. I mean, kind of take us through that last quarter.
Yeah, I honestly thought we were going to tie the game up. I really did. I mean, I thought they were concerned and we were excited, but sometimes the ball just didn't go in there. I think we could have made a couple better decisions versus shooting versus maybe crossing the ball on the backside. One of Morgan's there. I thought Elise was close to the back post there. Maybe she went down. They could have tapped it in, but she might have been offsides there too. I don't have to look at that. So the isolation and what Morgan did, we got everything we wanted out of that. And unfortunately, just didn't go into that.
Any other questions?